So I've been using Zoe Computer, which is a lot easier to deal with probably than OpenClaw or just directly with Claude Code or with Google Anti-Gravity, whatever. And I'm really liking this thing, not because I can't figure the other the other stuff out, but because it's just kind of all here and organized out of the box. Even if it means I pay a little more for tokens, not even sure I will. It's got Minimax 2.7 included. So I just gave it this task. I want to add anyone new that I send an email to from Ryan at Thanks.io to a Thanks.io mailing list. Can you help me connect Thanks.io's API MCP up first and get this automation scheduled daily? So what I'm doing is we've got a new influencer hero account. We're reaching out to influencers from Thanks.io. I'm using that email address to send email promotional partnership offers out through Influencer Hero, but I also want to send a mailer to the same people. And currently, there's no native integration that does this with Influencer Hero. That might be on the way. But in the meantime, AI is perfect for this sort of thing. So I gave it this prompt. So it says, hey, I'll help you set this all up. It's doing some stuff. It went and it actually found Thanks.io's remote MCP server. It found the REST API, and now it's working on setting up the Gmail part of it. And so far, so good. And here's the output. It's saying, hey, I need the Thanks.io API key. I need a mailing list ID as well. So let's get those. I just come over to API access under the settings in Thanks.io, and I'll grab the key. Chatted in my key, and then it wants the mailing list ID, which you can always find by just going into the mailing list, and it'll be over here on the left side or in the URL in Thanks.io. So my mailing list ID is this. So pretty cool. I can see it thinking right here. It says that I gave it the token, the mailing list ID. It's saving the API as a secret. It's creating a skill and setting up a daily agent. Really awesome. This is pretty cool. So it's creating a skill. You can see over here on the left side in Zoe that it actually gives you a skills library that you can either add to, or it seems like it's creating itself a skill here, which is really cool. And then it's going to handle my Gmail, the Thanks.io workflow. Kind of just watch this thing think. So yeah, again, sure, Claude Code. You can do this all in Gemini. You can choose any AI you want. You can have your OpenClaw try to do this stuff. But really, if you go get the Zoe Computer account, you can get a free one. I haven't given them a credit card yet, so I'm still on the free account, and it's doing all this. I'm sure I'm going to run out of tokens here soon because I've done a handful of things. I have it sending me automated updates about any new videos about direct mail from YouTube. I have it doing a few things already for the past few days. But here it is, just kind of working autonomously. And the thing about Minimax 2.7 that I just heard was that it's also self-learning to some extent. I got to learn a little bit more about that, but I know that Minimax 2.7 is a pretty good model. So for free, I'm kind of tapping this model now, and I'll probably definitely upgrade to Zoe. So I'm just kind of filling the time here and talking while we watch this thing do its thing. Now I was trying to figure out how to authenticate with Gmail. Pretty interesting. So I did this from the main Zoe chat. So I thought that it had direct, Gmail authentic integration, which it does because I've done a few other things here. But basically, it's saying that the chat itself isn't ideal, but it's going to go ahead and create a Zoe agent, a scheduled automation, basically for me. So this is similar to what you can create with Claude Cowork or just kind of a recurring automation. So now it's setting it up for me. And keep in mind, I haven't touched this since I added my API key and the mailing list ID that I wanted. So it's kind of autonomously thinking on its own. And then here, what it does, it says automatically and start running tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay, so it needs my API keys because it's it switched it over to being an agent. So I'm gonna have to paste that again, but it's telling me very clearly what to do. So I'll do that. So that was easy enough. I added my Thanks.io as instructed to the secrets section in here. And then now it wants me to let them know once I've added a secret. I have added the API to secrets. Just let it know. And now it's going ahead and testing. So let's see what it does. Now, remember I said we're going to add an email to thanks.io. I kind of skipped this part. Thanks.io will naturally find an email address and try to connect it to a physical mailing street address. So I skipped that detail, but by taking the email addresses straight out of Gmail, I can then, in my mailing list, see the mailing addresses, usually for about 60 to 70% of people. So I'm over here looking to see if I can see the test come over here in a minute. Yep, Gmail works perfectly. Now I can see sent emails. One thing that I'm going to want to do for this campaign, I need to mention that the subject line in the email needs to be something related to that specific campaign, or it's just going to send everybody I send an email to from this email account to that mailing list. So that's just a fix that I'll make here in a minute. It's amazing. It's going and trying to find the right API endpoint in the actual docs at docs.thanks.io, and it seems to be running the computer and searching on the web, and has to pull out the collapsible section in order to get there, which is pretty cool. So this is very cool. It took a few minutes, and I had to help it find the endpoint in the Thanks.io API. A human had to get in the loop here. It was stumbling with that a little bit, so I'll talk to Walt over at Thanks.io, our CTO, and see if maybe we can make that easier for the APIs to ingest. But either way, it set up this daily automation. It runs at 9 a.m. East every day. It searches Gmails for emails sent from Ryan at Thanks.io, and it adds new recipients to your partnership offers influencer hero mailing list. And then it verified that it could work, and then it sent in a test recipient for me, and it's going to happen every day at 9 a.m. And I did very little here other than tell it what I wanted to do, and then it went and built me the automation. So if I come over to my automations, daily email recipient update to thanks.io, and then all I need to do now is take this thanks.io mailing list and attach it to a campaign that sends specific creative to the people being added to that list, which we're not going to do in this video, but basically that's how Thanks.io works. You can attach logic to anybody added to a mailing list and send 1 to 100, whatever, multiple pieces of direct postal mail to them. So in this example, I'm going to be also reaching out via a postcard probably, or maybe even a letter to influencers on Instagram and YouTube that I'm sourcing from Influencer Hero. Anyway, the Zoe computer I'm very happy with. I'm probably going to pay for the upgraded account. Again, I've done all these sorts of things in other AI apps, but this is just kind of easy, and it keeps everything here for me. And it's also got some other cool features. I haven't built a site yet, but it can host kind of vibe-coded websites and apps for you. It can... again, we had the skills thing here. It can store all your files, and is just kind of an all-purpose AI personal assistant. And for my money, having set up Hermes, having set up OpenClaw, having directly worked again with Claude Code, and all this stuff, as you know, I want to stay up to date with what's going on the last few months. This just feels easier, and if it costs me a little more, I don't even know what it's going to cost. So be it, because it's just a big time saver. So check out Zoe.computer if you want. I'll put my affiliate link at the end of the video just for fun. I think they pay $10 commissions, and then you'll get like $10 in AI credits if you use my link. All right, thanks.